Okay, let me show you how easy it is to modify something here. We're going to create a 12-volt supply for a camera. I've taken a typical USB connector. This plugs into your cigarette lighter in your car, and your cable plugs into the end here. So you've seen this before. It goes like that. Okay? So what I did is I took the insides out of this, and they look like this. And let me get this right up here where you can see it. So this is what the inside of every 12 volt to 5 volt USB adapter looks like. So this is the inside. It was in this green piece right here. So originally this went together like that. Let's see. See how that works? The tip right here, this part, get this nice and close so you can see it. This tip right here is positive. This body is negative. So, negative, positive. This whole thing is positive. So I soldered on, I bought one of these leads. This is a mirror tap harness kit. It's got two little spades on it. These will plug into the mirror tap in my Corvette. I soldered those onto the positive side, and then I knew that this was negative because this outer ring is actually attached to this part here. You can follow that on the circuit board. So the positive and negative leads are here. All I have to do is plug this end, tap this into the 12 volt fused side of the mirror, and then this guy then will have 5 volts because this circuitry right here drops the voltage from 12 DC to 5 volts DC. It goes through the circuitry, you plug in, and then this end, this is a micro USB, this end will plug into my camera. So all of this will be mounted up behind the mirror housing, and only this part will be exposed. Then I will simply plug this end into the camera, which is taking the videos right now, so I'll show you that camera later. And it'll be switched. So when the ignition is on, there will be 5 volts coming out here. There's going to be 12 volts coming in here, so that's why it's a 12 volt switched DC power supply. And it's fused, so everything is protected. This is a very lightweight 1 amp draw device. So this also has a micro fuse in it. It fuses the red side. So I'm completely protected every direction. My camera is protected and my car is protected. So now what I'm going to do is just take black tape. I'm going to wrap this whole thing up, and then tomorrow I'll do the installation in the car. So once again, get yourself a 12 volt USB adapter, take it apart. Let's go ahead and do this one for you real fast here. So this one has a screw in it. Not all of them have screws. Take out the screw, remove the ring, unscrew the end, take out the spring, then this will just come apart. They look familiar? There's the internals. See? That's what's on the inside. 12 volts comes in there. The spring was actually, it pushed up against this. The cover was over the spring. This is what made up the tip Then you want to remove this piece here. Just like that, and this is what you're left with. The business part, the business end. That's your 12 volt to 5 volt converter right there. Solder your red wire here. Solder your black wire. You could solder it right onto here if you want. Or you can trace this out. You can solder it to this point right here. You can solder it to this point right here. Solder points negative, and these are positive back here. Once it's all set up, you can grab a 12 volt battery. Let me jump up here and grab it, if you have one. This happens to be a motorcycle battery, but this works to demonstrate the red light. Move this stuff out of the way. That red light right there that I'm pointing at will come on as soon as I go to my negative, to my positive. You see the light comes on, goes off. And so now I know I have, and if I measure this with a voltmeter, I know I have 5 volts right here. And when I plug this end into a camera, I can see that the power charge light comes on the camera, so I know that this is all working properly. So that's how that works. Pretty simple, straightforward. Pause the video if you need to go back over a few things or ask questions below. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep sharing more cool tips and tricks with you in the days ahead.